Welcome to 3 Minutes With, where we meet researchers and their precision agriculture projects. Today, we have Mario Fajardo to continue the Future Farm series. He's from the University of Sydney.
Thank you, Nicole. So, as some of you have heard on the previous presentations, I'm part of this multi-institutional project called Future Farm, and I'm going to talk specifically about bringing on-farm data to bear on nitrogen decisions. So, as a background, just to revise what the Future Farm project is, it's a program of field trials across the three regions of the GRDC to evaluate a combination of different proximal sensing technologies, historical on-farm data, historical data in general from the farms, and public available off-farm data, rather satellite information, rather proximal sensing methods, etc., and other various data fusion methods to better predict the response of nitrogen in the different agricological regions of Australia. So that's the main background of the project. I'm just going to focus in a particular thing, which is bringing off-farm information, more specifically satellite information. As many of you know, we use NDVI for representing or characterizing the plant status. It's a widely known index, and we have seen that it has a high relation with the nitrogen and with the plants. The problem is that NDVI is just a qualitative measure of vegetation density, and it's not a quantitative measure of how much vegetation is present. It's just an index. Instead of leaf area index, tells you how much leaves you have per square meter. So we have this satellite made by NASA, which offers a worldwide product every 4 days. And we see that for example, in the Amazon, we have a lot of leaves, and then in the center of Australia, we have less leaves. So it's a good proxy of how much plants we have. But for precision agriculture, we have a little problem that the product it's just too coarse. So for example, in this trial in South Australia, it's part of our core sites. We can't use it for precision agriculture. So what are we doing is taking the best of different constellations of satellites publicly available for the community. We take the MODIS, the product, which has a low spatial resolution of 500 meters, as we saw, but it has a high temporal resolution. It's every 4 days worldwide. And we take, on the other hand, the Sentinel constellation, it's offered by the European Space Agency, which doesn't offer a leaf area index product, but it has a high spatial resolution of 10 meters. And how we fusion those together via a machine learning approach that, of course, I won't present in detail now. So now I'm going to show you one practical example of what are we doing. This is a publicly available data set in a publicly available software as well. So we see that in this trial, our input, this will be the MODIS leaf area index, which has a resolution that, of course, is not useful for us. However, if we see our predictions, we can see that these lines over here are N-rich strips, and the other small ones are the N- strips, and we can see that if we predict in time, we have a response that is useful for predicting our plant status in time. So we see these are leaf area index predictions using both satellites constellations. So hopefully we will present these results in the future and in the real. Otherwise, it will be via Zoom and yes. So if you have any questions, here are my contact details. I'm part of the Precision Agriculture Laboratory of the University of Sydney, and I'm working in the Future Farm project with all these institutions. And yes, thank you very much, and see you soon.